shots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Penn State's offense will go on the attack first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not crooked. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that control passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Makes the catch. It's Hayes.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take a look at those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. The Ducks offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. On his feet at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Ducks in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in it if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Punt is on its way. The ball is going to be downed at the 35.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football on that play.
Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Parker. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. The run from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Dances away to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Hayes. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And this ball will be downed at around the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Find some fresh air. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Puts it out of the air. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline. But
gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
that's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Working the middle, it's complete. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, number 19.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Caught. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong. Be big. Be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now facing a third and... From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Continues to fight for yards. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Leaves it with the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Got his man on the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore will throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Ducks have it with a first and 10. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Firing to the right, complete. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Moore to the air. He'll throw it. It's complete to the left. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Davison. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Gets rid of it. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Boom. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical.
And it's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamental.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the 1st half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Phillips. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit.
Breaks into the open on the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate.
Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He lofts one down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Grab near the sticks. It's Gonzalez. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Moore will throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end down the gut. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Hayes. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
Pulls it in. It's Gonzalez. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Gonzalez. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayes. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, and this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. You get the stop here. I'm down multiple possessions. Do I kick it now because it's a hard 4th down, or am I putting the foot on the pedal and staying aggressive to try to get a touchdown?
Pocket breaking down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Ducks will punt this one away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Try to get it to the edge. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive would... Turning it on! Discards him with the stiff arm. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gonna run it. It's Hill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Catch in the middle, it's Wells. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Man, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This
picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Wells. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Fast completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the RPO, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The play-action fake. Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown.
Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides.